In this week's Bleach, BG9 starts kicking some ass.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Bleach Chapter 549, The Stormbringer, begins with all the Shinigamis celebrating Hitsugai's defeat of Bazz-B.
That's right, we're superheroes. You love us.
But we immediately cut to Omeda.
That's fan-fucking-tastic!
Luckily, BG9 is kicking his ass and keeps asking if Omeda knows where Soi Fon is. He says he doesn't know because even if he did, he would totally tell him in order to save his own ass. Ladies and gentlemen, your Squad 2 Lieutenant, a dickless asshole.
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
BG9 decides he's had enough of Omeda, join the club pal, and uses some spear he has to...
Oh, shit!
He threatens to kill the rest of his family if he refuses to tell him where Soi Fon is. He attacks but to no avail as BG9 strikes back and says if he lets go of his sister, she'll most likely die. Is he cool with that?
Ah! I'm insane with anger!
BG9 has had enough and whips out this bad boy.
This is my boomstick!
But Soi Fon finally makes her grand appearance and rips that right up. She explains she was hiding her Ryatsu while finally being able to perfect her Shunko, which takes on the form of wind, and she strikes with an eternal Shunko.
I have the power!
Hitsugaya sees this and attempts to go help, but unsurprisingly, Bazz-B is alive.
Here's Johnny!
And so is BG9.
Fuck you, asshole.
Much better chapter this week, which is surprising because it did focus on Omeda's fight. But BG9 is a badass and went as far as to kill, or at least attempt to kill Omeda's sister, which seriously did shock me. Soi Fon coming back was great, and I'm glad she's finally completed her Shunko. But what confused me is that she said she finished it after her fight with Yoruichi. If that's the case, why didn't she use it against Baragon? Don't you think the Wind Shunko would be effective against his Respiria?
You blew it!
And of course, Bazz-B wasn't killed, which many of you called last week. At the start, I almost thought he was dead, but once they cut back to him at the end, I know they were going to show him alive. And despite taking a Shunko attack, BG9 is still kicking, which is fine by me. I started to get nervous because I thought Kubo was going to pull some fairy tale shit and have all the good guys start winning despite being outmatched. Thank God I was wrong. I'm thinking next week they're going to cut to some other fights. We're getting the impression that these two fights so far will take a while, plus we're starting the rematches of the captains who lost their Bankai. So I want to see Bambietta come back and fight Komamura, who's likely to have had a power-up after fighting his uncle. So overall, good chapter. BG9 is awesome, Soi Fon showed up so we don't have to put up with Omeda anymore, and Bazz-B is still alive for a counterattack. For my question of the week, what do you think BG9 is? I have no idea. He's like a Rancor, but he's a machine, but he's an android. I don't know. What are your thoughts? My favorite comments will be featured in next week's review. Here are last week's winners. That'll do it for me. Remember to leave your thoughts on the chapter and answer to my question in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more weekly Bleach Chapter reviews, and follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt. I'll be back next week with more Bazz-B and BG9. Peace.